Pokemon Nuzlocke. It's a game challenge that most or every Pokemon gamer has done. And for those who don't know, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and I'm really missing out on this challenge. So I decided to take the big step forward and attempt my very first Pokemon Nuzlocke. Wait, no, let's make this more challenging. Randomized Nuzlocke on Pokemon Omega Ruby. For those who are newbies at this challenge, like myself, the rules are relatively simple. Whenever a Pokemon on your team faints, they are considered, dead and can't be used again. Basically, in short, you only live once. Yes, I know, deep, right? And the most important rule is that you are only allowed to catch the first Pokemon in every new area. That means that whatever Pokemon you encounter after your first one, even if it's the Pokemon God, you have to battle it or run away from it. One last thing. If your screen shows that you blacked out and you scramble your Pokemon back to the Pokemon Center, that means you lose. Easy, right? Alright, how can I forget the rule of you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for every upload I make. Alright, fine, I should stop yapping and get started to my first episode of my randomizer Nuzlocke. The game starts off with my character going through the introduction of a Pokemon game with a digital version of Professor Birch on what I guess is Pokemon's version of a Game Boy, and my character strangely sitting at the back of a moving truck. I made my character selection and named my character F2P, free to play in short. And that's when my Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke journey begins. Because we're dropping off furniture to my new house, I went over and visited my new neighbor's house. And when I went out to her daughter's room, I guess I was almost a creep for seeing her change to her clothes. This was when I found out that May was a Pokemon trainer, as she was gathering her belongings to go out and catch some Pokemon. Alright, fine. I get that you're here for the fun stuff, the starters. But take note that this is a randomized Omega Ruby. This means that I will be getting Pokemon ranging from Generation 1 to Generation 6. And I will not be getting the Gen 3 starters. Or at least a small chance of me getting them. Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. And instead, I'll be getting 3 totally different Pokemon. And to be fair with myself, I decided that the starter Pokemon I'll be getting will have 3 stage evolutions. So, which 3 did I get, you may ask? Well, I'm just gonna let them speak for themselves. Yeah, he looks so much more fat in this game.
What the hell is these starters? What the fuck? Oh no.
Shit.
Porygon was so big, man. It's so big that it literally cut itself off the screen.
You have gotta be fucking kidding me. The 3 stars I got were those 3? 2 weak bug type Pokemon and 1 okay normal type Pokemon. And just for context, bug type Pokemon are the worst type Pokemon in the game, with several weaknesses and barely any offense. And normal type Pokemon are only good as a defensive type, with no offense, with 1 weakness and 1 immunity. This has to be the worst starter trio in the Nuzlocke that I have ever seen. And the Pokemon that I have encountered next couldn't make my day any worse.
Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Well, Swaddle, I guess you're it. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna get destroyed. Oh my god.
Yep, it wasn't Poochyena that Professor Birch was running away from. Instead, it was a floating head. who's an ice type. To be fair, Birch, I would have been low-key been scared of a floating head too. I'm sure you're wondering why I picked Swaddle. That's because I was initially planning to have a grass, fire, water trio in my team, so Swaddle was my only option. And furthermore, since Porygon evolves through trading, which is something I can't do in this game, my starter was an easy pick for me. But I realized there was something off about it.
Is it normal for you to lose the first battle?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Are you serious? Are you serious? As if my chances of beating Glalie was low, my Swaddle had to be a dumbass and have the item Flame Orb. If you guys don't know what it is, it's an item that inflicts burn to the Pokemon that's holding it. So not only I have a pretty shitty starter to start, but I have a starter who's a dumbass and hold a ball of fire. So obviously, because of the burn damage and Gladee's icy wind attack, my Swaddle has fainted. I know this would mean that I lose the Nuzlocke, but if you were paying attention, I technically didn't lose, since my guy wasn't blacked out, and somehow Professor Birch have the hands of a god to revive my Swaddle. With that in mind, in the spirit of the Nuzlocke, I will only be using Swaddle temporarily until I catch a new Pokemon. So just for fun, I named my Swaddle Dimwit and carry on with my journey. But I forgot that I will have an immediate battle with May against her starter Pokemon. This was when I realized how unlucky I am.
How the heck did she not get like an accidental encounter by now? Oh my god. This is gonna take so many tackles. I should screenshot my own.
That's right, fuckers. She has started the journey off with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Literally, this matchup was bullcrap. Since Judo is a rock ground type Pokemon, my Swaddle doesn't stand a chance. My Swaddle only has two moves, String Shot and Tackle. String Shot is basically useless since it lowers the speed of whoever it targets by 1. And since Judo is already a pretty slow Pokemon, there's no point in using it. So the only option I have was Tackle. Tackle is a normal type move, which is a type that Judo resists. And the fact that Judo has Defense Curl, it can increase its defense by 1. So this battle took so long that I had to use my potion immediately. And after about, I guess, 16 tackles and 1 potion, I managed to kill her Geodude. After what was the worst 10 minutes of my life, May started to teach me how to catch Pokemon. But strangely enough, it took me about 30 seconds for me to get this.
Oh, okay, god. What? Holy sh... Holy sh... I've never been so excited for a Delphox.
Zootopia decided to do a crossover with Pokemon, and Nick Wilde has appeared. And it's a perfect replacement for my dumbass starter, because I just need to say 2 words that Delphox has that Swaddle doesn't. It's fully evolved. I'm sure my friend Nabu is gooning in his pants right now saying Nick Wilde. Yeah, that's how weird my friend is. Subscribe to the channel though. Anyways, this was when I thought that I had to go through the tutorial properly and do it May's way by tiptoeing in the grass patch and going towards the encounter slowly. But I'm different though. I YOLO through the grass as if I got to take a piss.
Oh, screw it. Ah! What can I say? That's way better than that bullshit. Oh my god, dude.
Through my own method, I managed to encounter Empoleon and named it Pingu. I was actually pretty glad that I managed to catch Pingu because it is a water steel type, a very good type combo for a water type Pokemon. And again, I can't really say no to a fully evolved Pokemon. That was until I realized something greater than a fully evolved Pokemon. While walking through the Petalburg woods, I bumped and battled a bug catcher and somehow caught something better than a bug.
What the freak other bugs are you catching? It's a mega! What the freak? What's up with my luck right now?
PokeGod, please tell me how the heck did a bug catcher have a Mega Blastoise and I started the game with a Swaddle with a Flame Orb? Last time I checked, I didn't do anything to piss off the PokeGod. Anyways, after defeating the bug catcher, I met the scientist who wanted a Shroomish. But then, from behind, appears a Team Magmagrunt who wanted to take his paperwork. So he hid behind me and watched the grunt magma these nuts. After defeating the grunt, as a reward, the scientist gave me the experience share. This finally allows me to have my Pokemon to gain XP points at the same time. Once I exited the forest, I had to fight a few trainers, but one of them is no ordinary trainer.
Fine. What do you want, Blondie? I take that back. I take that back.
Yeah, that happened. I managed to beat it though. And if you're wondering about my encounters after Delphos and Empoleon, well, I somehow caught 3 grass types in a row. How is that even possible? After relieving my stress from what I thought was horror, I had to battle twins. And during the battle, unfortunately, 3 Stump the Snover has fainted. I then managed to catch Rotom and head straight to the first gym battle, the Rock-type gym. Well, it would have been a Rock-type gym if this game wasn't randomized. Empoleon swept through the trainers and that's when I faced Roxanne, the Rock-type gym leader, and she led with Sigilyph, and Empoleon dealt with it with relative ease, even though it was paralyzed. And then she had to bring out Frogadier, the middle evolution of my personal favorite starter. So with a heavy heart, Frogadier was defeated, and I received the Stone Badge. But at what cost? After receiving my first gym badge, I head to a mysterious cave and encounter Staraptor, one of my favorite regional birds. After what seemed like forever, I managed to catch it and named it Maverick. As I walked deeper into the cave, there was a Team Magmagrunt who was responsible of stealing an old man's pet Wingull. I battled his Infernape to get back Wingull and return it to the old man. Take your bird and fuck off. And this is the team that I have at the end of the episode. I have to say, this team is not too bad, but I hope that I will catch better Pokemon than I did in this episode.